Yes, this is the second day of the protest over fuel prices hike during this week right here at the Arjuna Wijaya horse statue. And as it's getting late this afternoon, the situation it's getting pretty tense around here. Some of the protesters, they are asking the other protesters to stay together with the other protesters as they are voicing their aspirations throughout this protest. And police also on guard around the area to make sure that the protest is applying in a disciplined way, and many more have come in the afternoon compared to what we saw earlier today. And if we talk about what the inspirations for the protests are, there are actually 3 points that the trade unions and the university students ask from the government. The first one is, of course, the protest act against the rising prices. As we know that earlier this month, President Joko Widodo raised subsidized fuel prices by 30%, stemming from the reduction of a government fuel subsidy. And also, Jokowi stated during that announcement that last month, the government had raised the state budget allocation for the subsidies from 152 trillion rupiah to 502 trillion rupiah. So this decision had to be taken. But of course, the trade unions and also the university students said throughout the protest that it have a knock-on effect on prices and other necessities such as transportations as well. So they asked for the government to reconsider these rising prices. The second point that the protesters ask are for a change in the formula used by the government to determine annual increases in minimum wage. They ask that if the government decided to raise the fuel prices, the government also had to raise their minimum wage. And the third one is for the government to change the job creation law. And this, as I told you before, this is the second day of the week for the protest, but the workers' representations told us that the protest will be held throughout the month until the government will hear what they have to say throughout the aspirations. And it will not only be held in Jakarta, but also throughout Indonesia. And they are aiming to do this protest in front of governor's office, mayor's office, or the regional legislative councils. Yesterday, the chief of the president's office met with the workers as their representation to discuss their demand. And throughout that conversation, the government said that they will review minimum wage and other labor rules. And if I may take you to see what's going on right now, as you can see around behind me, these are the students, university students, and also the trade unions that have gathered. And as you can tell, that this way is the Jalan Merdeka Barat have been closed for transportation, for public transportation and for private transportation. And the way to Merdeka Barat and also Merdeka Selatan has been closed due to this traffic that's going on. As you can see, the smoke right behind there, tires has been burned, and the protesters have been getting closer to where the police have built a barricade so they won't be able to get through closer to the palace. Back to the studio.
Thank you, Becca.